Hey guys. How are you guys
We,
doing?
we we can't hear you. I think you're on mute. Oh no, you haven't said
Oh,
anything.
Oh no, we're not plugged in.
am I
Oh, we're
good?
not plugged in. Oh, that's why we can't hear you.
anything. Hey!
Ah,
That's why I couldn't hear anything earlier because I pulled it out.
What? Why did you pull it out? Why did you do such a thing?
I got 5 children, that's why.
Oh, that's fair enough. Good to see you, Ian. How are
Everyone's
you?
laughing at that. That's
Can you
the
hear me
best
now?
laughter.
Yes, we can
We
hear
can
you now.
hear you, Ian. We could
Perfect.
hear you before, but I'd the connection was not correct. So yeah, how you doing, Ian?
I'm gonna unplug you in a minute.
um, I'm not doing well. You could say that.
Surprise,
Um,
surprise.
Um, I feel like when you have these types of losses and what's been going on for the past couple of games, what you said, 4 out of 6 losses, right? You said. Um, I really think people need to critically think about how this club is being run, and how does that affect what's going on the pitch. Um, Kane cannot play every single game. He can't. He's human. I'm sorry, as much as we love to call him our star boy, he's one of our own. He's human. He can't play every game. Hoybier, somehow he's done it for the past couple of years already, but even him, he can't play every game. Okay? We need to rest players, and that is no excuse for what happened on the pitch today. What happened on the pitch today has everything to do with how this club is being led.
Yep.
We are at a point right now where our fans need to critically think, what is the issue? The issue is we have players in this club that are simply not good enough. They are just not good enough. The way Conte likes to play and how he's played his entire career is with wingbacks, and that is how the attack gets formed, is through the wingbacks. Our wingbacks are not good enough. They're not. Perisic, okay, he's old, so he's putting in a performance like every other game. Even then, he'll have an average game. Sessegnon, I don't know what's happened to him. He had a form about a year ago. I don't know. He's gone. He's a lost cause. He's not good enough. Royale, we all know Royale. Royale's not good enough. Doherty, oh, don't. Why does he keep playing Royale? Play Doherty. Doherty isn't that much better. He's a little better. I'll give you that. He's a little bit better than Royale. He is not going to make this team click. Doherty.
Yep.
Jed Spence. When I was my first game to see Tottenham back in May, that was when the championship playoffs were going on. I loved Jed Spence. We should pick up Jed Spence. I love the way he plays. We got him. I was excited. And then Conte came out and said that he's a club buy. He does not want him. The club wants him. If Conte starts playing Jed Spence, even though that I want to, he's making the same mistake every manager before him has made with Levy. Levy buys players because Levy thinks he knows ball. He thinks he knows ball, and these players should play. If he starts him, he's giving in to Levy. I'll buy the players. I don't want you to listen. I don't want you to pick the team. I'll pick the team. I'm Daniel Levy. I know what's best for this club. No, the wingbacks aren't good enough, and that is crucial to how we play games, how we win. That's the reason that we're not doing well, is the wingbacks aren't good enough. So what we need to do in January is get the rest of the 75 million out of that 150 million war chest we were given, and we need to spend it on at least 2 good wingbacks. Sorry, I know you guys haven't asked me one question yet, but I'm losing my mind.
No, that's what we're.
If we're honest, we kind of don't know where this is going to go.
There's not much to ask, Ian.
What's to ask you?
All right, I've got a question.
What did
I've
you
got a
think
question.
of the performance?
No, I've got a
Shit.
question. I've got a question.
I also
Do we
have
know
some
anything?
notes here. I have some notes here.
Go on then.
Go ahead.
You go, Ian.
Yeah.
Just go.
So I have the Jed Spence notes. Here we go. If you don't know what's wrong with the club, your default should not be blame the manager. Everywhere Conte has gone, he's won. Everywhere. So why is it when he comes to us and we don't have success, it's Conte's fault? How does that make sense in people's head? Oh, Conte's picking the players. Conte's picking the formation. 3-4-3, 3-5-2. Try this, try that. I've seen some guy on Twitter today say that the reason Conte we didn't win today is because Conte didn't pick Tanganga over Sanchez. He should have played Tanganga. Tanganga would have fixed this game. Are you telling me Tanganga would have fixed this game? And also, if Jed Spence and Kulusevski is what makes this team click, 2 players, this club is wrong. Is ran terribly. If 2 players is what makes this club become successful, this club is ran the wrong way. If Kulusevski comes in and we're good, we start flying. Hey, that's great. He can get hurt. He could, God forbid, get hurt in some sort of car crash on his way home from a game, and then he's not there to play, and then we don't play well. We need to have depth, and Richie is not a winger. He's a backup striker. He does not. You can't just fill him in for Son, fill him in for Kulusevski. I've seen enough of him on the wings. He will be effective as a backup striker. What else do we have here? It just so happens we're not playing the best. Probably the busiest schedule this club has ever seen. Right? We haven't been playing this. We're playing every 3-4 days. That is even for Man City, for Liverpool, for who else went out? Did Arsenal go out? They went out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is tough. We are playing lots of games and we don't have the depth or the quality to deal with this schedule. So in hindsight, it might be a little better for us that we lost this game and we don't have to play these games in the future. But no, we have not earned the right to throw this competition away. Yeah, City, if they want, they can throw this competition away. They've won it, like 8 times in the last 9 years or whatever the fuck. They've earned the right to call this competition not important for them. For us, we have not earned that right. We need to go out and win this thing because it's winnable. Champions League is not winnable. The league is not winnable. Honest to God, we have any team can make a run in the FA Cup. But I mean, do you see? Unless we have thorough backing in January, we're not gonna make it any far in the FA Cup. No shot.
No, Ian, look, you make an absolutely perfect point. This season almost mirrors last season, right? Because we couldn't handle the games. We couldn't handle 3 games a week, and then when we went to 1 game a week, we were flying.
Right. See, people think that's actually because people saw us play well with Doherty and Royale and Ryan Sess at the end of last year that they can do it now. But no, if we want to act and become a big club, we are going to be playing in all competitions every year. So you need to start running the club like a big club. You need to start having quality at your back because our players are human and our backups because our players are human. They need to rest. Yeah, I'll give you this. Royale and Doherty and Cess, they can put in a performance once a week. I'll give you that. Okay? But they are not good enough.
Not with Royale.
Performances constant. Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate for some of these people. I don't understand how people can just automatically blame Conte. How is it his?
It's because they don't like the style of football, Ian. It's not because they don't think that he can win things. They are stuck in the whole I want attractive football. It's what did for Mourinho. It's what did for Mourinho.
People, do you want to know why rival fans actually kind of enjoyed our really good period with Pochettino? Does anyone want to guess why they kind of enjoyed that? Mm-hmm. Because we won nothing. We won nothing. They like the way we play because it's entertaining for them. I want to win games. I was on a couple of fan shows back. I would win every game 1-0 with an own goal from the other team. Mm-hmm. That's how much I want to win. I don't care about your entertainment. I really don't. You can enjoy the fireworks in the before the Champions League games. Enjoy the fireworks. There's your entertainment. I want the players that deserve to win trophies, that have given this club, I think Hugo Lloris deserves to win a trophy. He's given this club everything. He could have left at any moment, and he's still here. He deserves to have some happiness with the club. I don't care about – I really don't care about if we have 65% possession, 17 shots, 11 on target.
Ian, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. do these players actually deserve to win anything at this club? Because from what I saw tonight, none of them, apart from Forster and Bentancur and maybe Skip, seemed interested. All of the others seem to be dialing it in. And I've seen that from Lloris as well. And I've seen that from Kane, and I've seen that from Son, and I've seen that from every single one of our players at some point. Do they, if they can't commit, if they can't come out with even half the hunger and desire that Forest showed, who was still attacking us even when they were 2-0 up, right? With a few minutes to go, they were still going for us. Do they really deserve to win anything at Spurs?
Here's how I'll answer that, and I'll admit it's kind of a cop out. I'll admit they would. Yes, there are a few players in my mind that have deserved to win something at Tottenham Hotspur if the club was ran properly. I really do believe that. I believe I believe Kane probably could have left us in 3 separate summers. Sonny could have left us in 3 separate summers, except they put their faith. They put their faith in Levy and the direction the club was going. And now they've had 3 managers and 4 managers in 3 years, or 3 and 4. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. 4 and 3. That's what they get for their loyalty. Their loyalty is, hey, don't worry, we got it wrong this time. This is what Levy is saying to Kane and Son, Lloris. This is basically those 3. Honestly, Højbjerg and Bentancur haven't been here long enough, even though they're playing probably the best. Levy goes up and says, "Okay, guys, we got it wrong. I'm sorry, we got it wrong this time. I'll admit I got it wrong. We'll get it right next time." And then he continues to make the exact same mistakes as he's made before. The greatest thing so far that Levy has done, and it is a step in the right direction, I will give Levy this, is he's hired Paratici. He has taken a little bit off the footballing side of who I want, who this club needs to recruit, and give it to Paratici. I do believe we stick for him long enough, and we stick with Conte long enough. And by long enough, I really only mean like a year and a half. Two more windows. I really do believe this team will become a powerhouse. But before that happens, our fans complain. They say Conte out because they have no idea what the fuck is going on in this club. They don't critically think. They just go, we're losing bad football, 40% possession. Oh my God. It's got to be the manager's fault. It's not Conte's fault. Yeah. We tried the formations. We tried the different formations with different players in the wing backs. We tried, and people are saying like, oh, we should put on Hill and Lucas, and like, really, Hill and Lucas are going to be our saviors. They're going to, at most, they bring on a little energy for like 5 minutes. They a little energy boost, and then the rest of the game they're running into players. They're literally running into players and giving them the ball.
Can I ask this question, which is what I challenged all of our callers to think about? Did we learn anything today that we didn't know yesterday about this club?
I've learned about the club, or about kind of the culture. I'm learning something about our fans for sure. Everything I've known about the club has come to fruition. I mean, not enough investment, not enough quickly, not the right players. Even if we do invest, sometimes it's not even the right players. But I'm learning that our fans don't critically think about what the issues are at the club. They just want entertainment. They want that fast serotonin, and they want 60% possession. 60% possession, 17 shots on target, and a 1-0 loss to Brighton. That's what they want. Hey, but at least our football was fun. At least we were sprinting down the flanks, and Kane was shooting, and he hit a couple crossbars. A little unlucky from Kane. That's what our fans want. They don't want to win, because if you want a couple to win, you need to stick with your manager. Look! I hate this. Look at Arsenal. Look at them. They stuck with it, and look at them. They are doing fantastic. Hey, football style put aside, which is what our probably fans want. It's just free flow and attacking, boom, bang, bing. They're getting the results. most of the time. They didn't win today. They didn't win today. That's fair. Most of their results are positive, and they're top of the league. They stuck with Arteta through some. I remember that COVID year, the 2020 year. Arteta probably should have been fired at least twice in that year, and they didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't fire him because the manager talked with their chairman and they had a plan.
Yeah,
and they stuck with the plan, and now they're doing fantastic. Who knows? They could fall off. They're probably gonna make top 4. That's the worst. At the worst, Arsenal's making top 4
100%.
and winning the FA Cup.
Well, I mean, if they win this weekend, they go into the break top of the tree. So
trust the process.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're talking about 15 games they would have played. After 15 games, you're a third of the way, more than a third of the way through the season, and being top of the tree at that point does actually speak volumes. So it's very difficult to turn around and say that, Arsenal, even if they do fall off a cliff, let's say, for instance, they lose all momentum when they come back from the World Cup and results go really badly, they still did very well at the beginning, and that's something that they can build on. Whereas ourselves, we did well at the beginning, and now we've dropped off a cliff a lot earlier. So
I think. Look, I think for me, Ian, is the same. We've sat here, me and Rez have sat here, and we've not said anything about anything at the start, but we've said that it can unravel very quickly if things start to go bad, and it's starting to go bad, and it's starting to unravel very quickly. But
here's the thing: when I'm kind of hearing from that is that. You're also, I'm getting this feeling too. You are also getting the feeling that there are a lot of fans now are starting to turn against Conte, and that's what's going bad.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I'm with you. I'm with you in the fact that I couldn't give a crap how we play as long as we win something, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of at the point where everyone else is just consuming, like you say. Everyone else is now getting on the bandwagon and saying, "Oh, it must be Conte. It must be Conte."
That's the issue.
Look, for me. He can be blamed for certain decisions, right? But for the overall state of what we're in, we know where that fault lies.
Yeah. He can be blamed for late substitutions. Maybe he should play Doherty over Royale.
Well, you see, this is where what you said earlier, Ian, about critical thinking comes in, right? This is our fans not applying that, because when they criticize a manager like that, they turn around and act as if he knew what the outcome would be when he made those decisions, and it's like. If it was that simple, we'd all be earning 15, 20 million pounds a year doing it, right? If it's that simple, go and do it. Don't come, not you. I'm talking about the fan base as a whole. I would say to everyone, fine, if it's that simple, go and do it.
We wouldn't be sat here, as
exactly. Go and do it.
Doing a press conference,
right? Yeah, absolutely.
The players were
very.
To make the decision.
Yeah,
we know what we need to do. It's a tough.
Is Conte Russian?
No, I'm not trying to impersonate Conte. I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
This is what we'd say, right? Because we all sit there and we claim to be experts, but look, he's there day in, day out. He knows their capabilities. We said at the top of the show, everyone calling for Jed Spence. Jed Spence and Kulusevski on that right wing looked clueless when they came on.
Spence didn't know what he was doing.
They didn't know. Spence doesn't know the system. Kulusevski's just come back from injury. You can't expect him to come on and change the game. Come on and change the game when Højbjerg's there with Bentancur, with Son's there with Kane, maybe, but not when Richarlison's there with Hill and Skip's there with Basuma and everything else. And it's just a kind of, it's kind of almost like they got all the players, threw it up in the air, and the ones that kind of stood up were the ones that were going to be on the pitch. We're kind of down to bare bones, and we don't have the time. But Ian, what final thoughts, mate? Because we've got so many people on, and I don't want to cut you short, but we need to
I'll make it
move on
quick.
to others.
The final thoughts are the overall reason that we're not playing well and getting results is not because of Conte. That is the overall message that I want to give. It's not Conte's fault. He does not have the players are good enough to play his system in the system that's brought him success everywhere he's gone. So how is it his fault when it comes here? Now it's not his fault. Or sorry, now it is his fault that his system isn't working. It's because he's at Tottenham. That's the reason he's not succeeding. No, his system works. He knows how to play. He knows how it works. And if he gets the right players in the wingbacks, I'm really concentrating on the wingbacks because that, in my opinion, is the reason why we're not playing well. All has to do with our wingbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get those in January, and I'm begging the fans, I'm begging you, stick with Conte. I'm begging you. We cannot have 16? Will that be 17 managers in 20 years?
17
right?
managers, yeah.
Yeah. That guys, listen, guys and ladies and gentlemen, that is not how a football club is run.
Well, I think, if we sack another manager, I think that the phrase that comes to my mind is madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, Rez, we've got Ryan Mason ready to go. Actually, he's ready to manage us full time.
That's doing the same thing and the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I'm sure. Jose and Conte. I'm sure they wanted him on his staff and I'm sure Levy didn't want him there because he's a good manager. He's going to be a good manager in the future. That's what Levy thinks.
One for the future.
And that'll be easy cheap buy for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy cheap buy for Levy.
Ian, great call, mate. Great to chat to you first time, and we'll see you again soon. But come on, you Spurs. That's all we can say.
Tottenham till I die.
Big up to you, pal.